Hello and welcome to our tutorial on how to utilize the bottle tech method to increase your yields when using your heat press machine. We can use a cylinder prepress mold such as this one to form a puck to use with bottle tech method, or you can fill the filter bag by hand. Here we have a couple of 2-inch by 4 1/2-inch 120 micron filter bags. Since the filter bags are rectangle-shaped and flat, we need to make some changes to the bag to ensure that we can fill it with the cylinder-shaped puck. To do this, we will start by pressing inward on the bottom corners of the bag to create a V shape. By doing this, it will allow the puck to slide into the open filter bag, and the bag will wrap the puck without any excess bag sticking out and causing some of the yields to get trapped. You can use a handy tool such as this one to help press inward on the corners. Once the bag has been set up with the corners pressed inward and the V shape is made, we can think about how tall of a puck that we will make and determine how much of the excess filter will be cut off. In most cases, when using our cylinder mold, cutting the filter bag in half gives plenty of room for the puck, and folding the top to fully enclose the puck with the filter. We recommend to keep the cut top half of the filter, as this can be used for another puck to press simply by folding the top and bottom of the bag, so it fully encloses the material with the filter. With the filter bag prepped, we are now ready to fill it. For this example, we will fill the filter bag by hand. It is important that the material that we are using is broken into smaller pieces such as 1/2 gram buds. This will help us to create a uniform puck as all the buds are similar size and should easily fill out the gaps in the bag, so every space is filled with flour. With the flour in the filter bag, we can begin to press the buds down in the bag. You can use your fingers or any blunt tool like the back of a ballpoint pen to create a uniform puck of flour within the bag. With the flour in a puck shape in the bag, we want to check the bottom corners we folded back at the beginning of the tutorial and make sure they are somewhat touching to ensure a uniform shape of the bottom of the filter bag. It takes a little time to get the filter bag prepped for bottle tech, but the increase in yields is worth the extra time. We generally see an extra couple of % increase in yields using this method versus pressing a rectangle-shaped filter bag flat on the heat press. Less surface area means less area for the oil to get trapped. Now that the bottom corners are lined up, we will tighten the puck up by pressing in on the flour to compress it by hand. This will make it easier to fold the top of the filter bag together to fully enclose the puck with filter. With the flour compressed into the bottle tech shape, evaluate the length of excess filter bag and cut off any that is not necessary. You will only need about 3/4 of an inch or so for the top to fold and fully enclose the puck. Next, we want to fold the top together, much like wrapping a present. Fold one side of the filter bag towards each other and repeat on the other side. This gives us the full enclosure we are looking for. This puck is now ready to press. The filter is wrapped snugly around the entirety of the puck. This ensures that only the oil will come out through the filter bag and all the flour material stays trapped inside. Using the filter bags gives us a finished product that is clear of any flour debris. A quicker and more simple method is to use our cylinder mold, which comes in our accessory bundle. The cylinder mold has three parts: the bottom base, the cavity, and the plunger. Once again, we want to have the flour broken down into smaller chunks so that when we fill the cavity, the flour will fill the mold evenly. The mold cavity is now filled about 2/3 full. We will take the plunger, and with the mold base resting on your work table, press down with the palm of your hand to compress the flour inside of the mold, to shape our bottle tech style puck. You can see that the flour has compressed considerably, and the puck can be easily removed from the cavity using your finger or the back of a ballpoint pen. The puck now has a perfect cylinder shape. This is exactly what we want. Now we are going to prep the filter the same way we did previously, when we filled the filter bag by hand. We will cut the filter bag in half and save the cut-off portion to be used for a future puck. It should be noted that using a cut-off portion of the filter bag with a puck formed in a pre-press mold is easier than if filling the filter by hand. And just like before, we need to press in the corners of the bottom of the filter bag, so the filter will wrap around the puck to fully enclose it. Now that we have the corners folded in and the V shape, we can insert the puck we formed in the mold and slide it into the filter bag. We want to ensure that the folded-in corners that we prepped do not get too far out of alignment, so the puck will maintain the cylinder shape before we press it. If necessary, realign the corners using a blunt tool like what we are using here. As you can see, we have roughly 3/4 of an inch excess that we can use to fold the top of the filter bag to fully enclose the puck. Once the filter bag is folded up, the filter should fit snug around the puck without being loose. If there are any strands of nylon coming off of the filter bag after cutting it, you should remove them with your scissors. This puck is now ready to be pressed. You can prep these ahead of time and store in an airtight jar to maintain the relative humidity. Doing such will decrease the amount of time you will be pressing by having them pre-prepped ahead of time. So why are we using this bottle tech method, instead of using the rectangle-shaped filter bag filled up like a pillow and pressed laying down flat? There are two advantages. The biggest advantage is we don't need to use so much surface area for the same amount of material, so we end up using less total pressure to get our extraction. This is because we are utilizing the negative space by building the material upward instead of spread out over a larger area. If we compare the surface area of the cylinder bottle tech shaped puck versus the rectangle bag, both would hold similar amounts of starting material, but the bottle tech puck is only using about 1/3 of the surface area versus the rectangle shaped puck pressed flat on the plates. This concludes our tutorial on how to utilize bottle tech method for pressing your flour using either a pre-press mold or filling the filter bag by hand. We hope this helps you with your extractions.